Hey guys, Choice in the CEO of Traders Helmet Academy. I'll be taking you through another series of our practical training. One of the powerful strategy we'll be using for quite some time now, and this strategy has been delivering. So we have different strategies we use in trading. So if you try this one, you try the other one, and then you keep trying, and then you stick to one. Anyone that works for you, stick with it and then use it. So today we'll be looking at the GBP JPY, and then in 4 hours time frame. And this is for those of you who are just joining for the first time. Once you get to your system, you go to your browser, any of your browser, type www.tradingview.com, and then register, and then locate the chart, and then select the currency pair, whichever currency pair you need to type on the box. Once you type it in there, you click on the currency pair here, over here where my mouse is. You click on the currency pairs and then add it to your chart. That's how all of this has been added. So today we'll be talking about Rhombus. So Rhombus is one of the strategy I've used over time, and then it works very well. So I will share this strategy with you. Okay, so first you need to understand the Rhombus itself. Rhombus, when we talk about rhombus, what do we mean by rhombus? Rhombus are set of shapes, triangle shapes, and so on. So you need to spot what we call impulse. Impulse is the movement of the market impulse. You can see the flow from here to this point is called the impulse. And this is correction. This is the first corrections, and the impulse continue. So here, you can fit in a rhombus here in this place. If you can't spot a rhombus here, is that right? You can always go back, trace back price history, where you can have good impulse, correction, and impulse. Since we can find one here in GBP JPY, so what do? Let's see how we can draw our rhombus here. First, I need to expand it so I can see my impulse correction. Impulse. Alright, so I said we're gonna use this. So how did you draw your rhombus? You click on the left hand side of your screen where you have the tools. Here you can click by the side. There is an arrow that will navigate you to different shapes. We have rectangle, we have rotated rectangle, we have the ellipse, we have triangles, and other shapes. So you click on your triangle. Is that right? And then we said impulse. This is impulse. This is the first correction, and this is another impulse. Is that right? So this is how you spot your rhombus. Impulse, correction, impulse. You can draw this, bring this a little bit low. This is where the first correction took place. Is that right? So this is it. You can see your triangle, and then we have impulse, correction, impulse. You can see. So you use this to actually spot how the direction of price. Is that right? And then everything here depends on the first triangle you draw. Everything in the market right now depends on the first triangle you draw. Now there is a formula for this. And what is the formula? The formula is space times time times angle. I'm going to say that again. The formula is space times time times angle. Now, here is it. Your first drawing is the A. This is A, point A. So we're going to have our point A over here. This is our point A. The next is our point B. Next is our point B. And next is going to be our point C. So this is our point C. Right, guys, so this is it. Now the space times angle is a formula. Note, all rhombus are reversal pattern except one of them. All rhombus are reversal pattern except one of them. Rhombus is impulse, correction, correction, impulse. You need to take this down. Rhombus is impulse, correction, correction, impulse. That's how it flows. Impulse, correction, correction, then you have another impulse flow. Now, the space is our impulse. So this is the space is our impulse. The start of the impulse is A, which is this A. And the end of impulse is B, which is here. This is the end of it. I just had to stretch this down. Remember, this is the end of it. Is that right? So I just had to stretch it down. Does that make sense? So the start of impulse is A. That's the impulse movement starts from A. And the end is B. So this is where the movement ends. Then space, this point is the distance between A and B. This point, space, is the distance between A and B. That is AB. The end of the second correction is a point C. Impulse, correction. Is that right? And then we said the end of the second correction, which is here, which is our C. So this is our C. This is where our C is supposed to be, right? So I had to stretch it down here. So this is the end of the correction. You know, if you leave it here, it will be a little bit shorter. So I stretch it a little bit here. So you have your C here. So you have impulse, correction, correction, impulse. So the end of the second correction is point C, which is this point. Now point C must always be lower than your point B. This is your point B. Your point C must always be lower than your point C. Whether it's this way, whether it's this way, whether it's this way. But it has to be what? It shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't be this way. This way. Is that right? So this is your point C. So time is the distance between B to C. So this point, distance between B to C is our time. Time is the distance between B to C. Make sure all the price is inside the first triangle. So all the price, you can see this, is inside the first triangle. So if you want to stretch this, if you really want to stretch this out, let me take this up a little bit. If you really want to stretch this out, you can stretch this out. Is that right? You can stretch this out, and then you can further bring this down if you really truly want to. Is that right? So that you have all the price inside. You know. So I didn't want to stretch this bit too long, so that's why I left it here. But because everything still has connection within the triangle, the first triangle. Is that right? Okay, so that is how you get your first triangle. Now, let me put this down. The first one we said here is a space. Line A to B, line A to B is your space. Then your line B to C is your time, distance between B to C. So let me drop this here, time. All right, that's correct. That's correct. Now, next we're going to do is we need to form a triangle. So we look for a trend line. Get a trend line. Run a line from point A to point B. Get your trend line again. Run a line from point B to point C. Now, first, pick up that line from point A to B, bring it to point C. Point C, forming another point called point D here, over here. But first, you lift this up and run from A to D. So the next point is formed. The next point is formed called point D. This is point D. We call this D. Point D of your rhombus is your take profit. This point is always take profit. Is that right? This is always your take profit 2, not even take profit 1. Now, let's go. Get your trend line, divide point B. Draw a trend line point B to point D. From point B to point D, where these two lines meet, where the yellow lines of A to C and B to D meet, is our first take profit 1. Our first take profit 1. So I get my horizontal ray. Let me change the color to blue so you can see it. All right, so this is our first take profit 1. TP1. So where you have this line, where this line meets, this point where this line meets is known as our point E. So here is our point E. So this is rhombus. This is rhombus. You can see this. All right, so guys, how do we trade this? First of all, remember, this is our first take profit 1. This is our take profit 2, D. Is that right? take profit 2 is D. So you get another horizontal line, you pick horizontal line, you drop it here, so you have your TP2 form up here. TP2, that's take profit 2. So this is our TP2. Is that right? And then I'll show you how to get TP3. You can get TP3. TP3 is you draw a line, you get a trend line, draw a line from point E to point D, point E to point D is our TP3. This is our TP3. So you get another horizontal line, you drop it here, and that's our TP3. Alright, this is TP3. TP3. Alright, so let me explain it all over again. Is that right? This is our TP1, TP2, TP3. Now, here is it. How do you trade this? How do you trade this? So, everything happens in the first triangle. The first triangle. Forget about this outside triangle you have over here. Let me get something. Let me share this out. So I'm gonna share this out right now. That's the second triangle. I'm shading the second triangle. This is the second triangle. Let me give it a different layer. Let me give it a white layer. Right? Okay. No. Let me change that color. What color should befit that? Let's use purple. Okay, I think this is cool. All right, so let me adjust a little bit so I can cover my triangle. Right, you can see it. So this is the rhombus. So now everything happens here in the first triangle, the blue triangle. So now when price moves, let me reduce this too so you can see it very well. Once price breaks out of the first triangle, and closes outside this place, you are free to take a trade. Do not take a trade inside here or outside here. Where price does what? Breaks outside this first triangle. Once price breaks out and closes outside the first triangle, then TP1 is 100%. TP1 is 100%. It must get to this point. You can see the moment he broke out of the here, he got straight up here. He hit TP1 and retests, and then went up again to this point before he retests. So TP1 is always very key. It is 100%. It must hit TP1 before going to TP2, before going to TP3. So TP1 is 100%, TP2 is 50%, and here is just about 20%. Most times he stops at TP1 and returns back before he comes back here and then goes to TP2. So how do we trade this? You open this position. Once you take this trade, you can open TP1 in 5 different places, 3 different places, depending on your account size. So your take profit is going to be 132.097. So you open this trade in 5 places. If you have a big account size, you can use a mini lot size of 0.50. If you are using a small account size, you use micro lot size of 0.01, 0.02, depending on your pattern and how you really want to grow your accounts. Is that right? So this TP1 is always 100% sure. So this is this. So I'm going to explain this again all over. I just want to explain this again all over for you to really understand how this works. Okay, before I explain, remember I said something our deep point, our deep point of this rhombus is our take profit 2. Now you draw a line from B to D, which is here. You draw a line from B to D, where the two lines crosses, where these two lines crosses is your point E, which is this point, remember, which is your take profit 1, which is here. Your take profit 1 is where these two lines meet, your TP1. Does that make sense? Now ED is your take profit 3. The line of E to D is your take profit 3. Does that make sense? Which is your X. So here is your X. We can put it there. Here, your X. So this is your X. Which is your X. So remember, your take profit 3 is your point X. Alright guys, so this is our rhombus, and this is how to spot rhombus in any of the pairs. Once you do this, you can always wait patiently, but make sure you spot your impulse, correction, impulse. Now, the conditions of rhombus. Take down the condition of rhombus. One of the condition is price needs to break and close outside the first triangle. So price must do what? Break and close outside this first triangle. That is, the candle has closed outside. The candle must close outside the triangle. The angle represents your counter trend lines. Remember, this was what? A downward trend. So this angle will represent what? Your counter what? Trend lines. Your stop loss is below the lowest point of what? B to C. So if you are taking this trade, guys, let me show you where your stop loss will be. If you are taking this trade, please, this is where your stop loss is going to be, below point B to C. So here, let me do it this way. This is where your stop loss is going to be. Sorry. This is where your stop loss is going to be. The stop loss is going to be below point B to C. So that if the price doesn't go your direction, man, if the price doesn't go your direction, you shouldn't take your money completely. So your stop loss is below point B to C. This is point C, remember. So this is your stop loss. Let me put it here. Stop loss. SL. So this is your stop loss. Please guys, don't always forget to always use your stop loss whenever you're taking any trade. So that's your stop loss below B to C. Now price must be contained for space and time. And price, note the impulse, which is this impulse, correction, impulse. Price must contain in this first triangle. Does that make sense? Then take profit are not just take profits, they are also areas where price has reacted. They must be in the past. This take profit is where price, you can see this is This is like an area price has reacted here before, and you see where the take profit is where price has reacted here before. Price has reacted here before. If you trace back anti-seasoning, you see that price keeps reacting here. Does this make sense? So that's where you have your first take profit one. And I said this is 100%, guys. This is 100%. So you can open as many positions as you can. Rest assured that it will always hit your TP1 first if you're going to TP2. So when I take this trade, instead of taking TP1, TP2, TP3, I will repeat this particular trade 5 positions and take my profit and step out of the market. That's the best I can do. And I step out of the market. You don't need to sleep here. You don't need to sleep here. So this is this for now. So guys, I'll be showing you other types of Rhombus. There are various types of Rhombus in our next session. So we'll be taking other types of Rhombus. So reproduce this in your journal. Make sure you practice it. You look for different currency pairs, and then you do something. Is that right? And then type your question. You can send your question via email, or you can chat me up one-on-one for any question. So guys, see you at the top.